Yeah. Alright, if you don't mind, both of you stating your names and your rank.
Dimitri Petrov, commander of the Section 1 in the NSZ Korea.
And
Hamza Al-Saif, basic fighter.
alright. What does the NSZ mean to you, the commander?
Freedom and safety and justice. Most important things in life and in a country.
What about you, the fighter?
Freedom. Freedom.
What made you want to join the cause, commander?
When the protests started in 2016, 2015, I joined the protests. And after that, the new South Korea was formed. And I immediately joined the action, grab my AK and go and fight.
And you, the fighter?
I joined the NSZ because of all the corrupt things that happened back in the times. That's why I joined, because I want the freedom that the NSZ is giving us.
Alright. Now, feel free to not answer questions if you don't want to, but the next question is, do you believe the attacks in New York were justified?
Yes, of course. They send agents to our land, so then we take revenge. And we kill, 120 of them, enemies of the state. If you are an enemy, you die. That's it. Very simple. So don't be an enemy, and everything is fine. If you kill somebody outside of the state, and he's not a part of the state, he's an enemy, and he can be killed, and there is no punishment for it.
And what about you, the fighter? Okay. Now, with the recent upbringing of civilians and AN members into the equation of fighting, do you think now that with all these factors in play, the NSZ will commit more acts of, let's say, bombing or using mortars, maybe potentially killing civilians?
We will react with the necessary force that the planning team gives us. If they oppress us, then we attack. And right now they're oppressing us. How? By attacking our land. So if there are invaders in the land, we will of course bomb them, terrorize them, do whatever comes into mind.
Yeah.
Because they're enemies.
And with the backing of Russia to the NSC, do you feel like with these backing, you're going to have a new ally with the Russians?
New allies.
Yes.
We fight independently, but we just get supplies. Supply
Okay.
ration.
Sorry for my misunderstanding. Now, as the conflict has progressed, I remember the last location was Svetlogorsk, and what happened with that? If you don't mind explaining.
The Americans started their oppression war because of the New York attacks. They got a little bit offended by it. They come, they attack, we react with force, but then they start to bomb us. Do all these kind of things, rockets, artillery, everything like this. So then our forces are forced to retreat. But our capital city will be back to us soon, because they're now focusing on the west side. They're too stupid. They're going to forget Svetloyarsk, and then we take it back to us.
Now, I did read something about a attack in Novo. What happened there?
Killed enemies of the state. Very simple.
Do you think that if the CDF was to win this war, or the NSC was to win, do you think that either country would go back to the old power regime, or do you think if the NSC won, they would be like a dictatorship, or more of like a free democracy?
CDF will never win this war. They will never win it. They are just oppressing. They show their power, but they are not really very powerful. The NSC will always continue their fight. Even if the state would disappear, the ideology will still remain until the last hours. So
Okay.
the New South Korea will always win this war.
I guess, how long do you think this war will last before one side wins?
Until the CDF gives up.
Well, are there any lasting remarks for either of you two as we close out this interview?
What?
I said, are there any closing remarks for either of you as we get to the end of this interview? Anything y'all would like to say?
Every CDF soldier that they send here, they're going to get beheaded. That's the thing. They're going to get killed, slaughtered like sheep.
Mm-hmm.
They come here, they oppress us, we kill them.
Okay. Well, that's about all the questions I have for now. I consider this interview over.